welcome to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host Caitlin, and today we are going to be reviewing Aftershock Comics Animosity The Rise, the one-shot. So if you're enjoying Animosity as much as I am, you should definitely pick up this book because it literally is what happened in a major city the very first day of the wake of all the animals. So, jumping right on into the comic, we get to see as a number of creatures wake up and they're attacking humans throughout. So we get to see everyone. They're waking up, they're starting to think, they're starting to talk. They start taking revenge. Most of us, anyway. But my people, we rose up. And I love it because the crabs are pissed off at the seagull. And he says, "Fuck you, you shit machine." And we get to see these two foxes they're supposed to be breeding for life. They're mating partners. And the male fox is like, "Hey, I know we're supposed to mate for life, but we need to talk." And we get to see a number of dolphins are attacking humans. A cat is speaking to his female owner, and he's saying, "It's okay that he left. It's not your fault." We get to see a number of birds are really pissed off that people are constantly on their smartphones and taking pictures of them and everything, so they're stealing their electronic devices. As all this craziness is going on, we get to see more and more of attacks going on. So this dolphin shows up on the beach and he's screaming, "Women, give us your women!" And the seals are protecting the women. And they scream for him to eat shit, you fuckhole. Yes, it says that. But they start to fight, and the dolphin decides, if you're going to side with the humans, you're going to die. So he tears off one of the flippers of the seal, and the seal's bleeding profusely. We get to see a young vet who is on his bike rushes to the seal's side to try to stop the bleeding. A number of individuals that were also on the beach and the boardwalk that were getting attacked by animals are rushing over to try to help him to stop the bleeding. A number of the animals that were actually with the humans at the time are also in on it. A house cat that was there with his owner is there. The two foxes we saw before are there. As we see, the seagulls want the iPads and the cell phones. "Give me your smartphone!" They want the smartphones. But the seal looks at this vet and he puts up a bloody flipper, touches his face, and thanks him. So he has saved this seal's life. And we get to see one day later, and we find out his name is Adam North, and he's being held for his own protection. So we find that out from this individual. And we're finding out more and more about all of the planes that have been taken out of the sky by animals, the humans that have been attacked throughout the streets by animals, and that certain animals are actually protecting humans. There are certain key humans that have been put under protection, either by their pets or by certain animals that I believe were probably more caring of them in their previous time on this earth. But he's been granted protection, and we find out that this individual's name is Wintermute. So it is a crossbreeding between a show dog and a wolf. I know what they said, what type of dog that it was a crossbreed of, but I don't quite remember. Anywho, we get to see a bit more of the animals taking charge of this world. And they're talking about how they really didn't lose that many humans and all this and that. So all of the humans that were a part of saving that seal's life are all under protection for different things. It says that one of them is actually being held under the custody of a house cat. Their house cat named Peaches. Yes. So Peaches, the house cat, has her owner there, which actually now the house cat owns her owner. And we find out that Adam North is now being watched. And there's this huge bat that's just hanging out in the closet, telling him all about these things that are going on and how things have just changed. And they're saying, oh, it's just a mere 144,000 people dead. So barely any loss of life at all, really. And he's asking him if he's having an issue with sleeping, maybe he should try counting sheep. And he should start by counting himself. So this is a creepy freaking bat. This is not a bat you want to fuck with. It's definitely a scary bat. So we get to see continuation of them working to try to make the world a better place, I guess. And they're talking about how destructive humans were. And now they're going to try to live hand in hand with humans. Or to control humans, whatever, But this is very much an introduction to Animosity. I thought it was going to explain a bit more about how the wake happened. It didn't do that. It went more in depth with the animal perspective versus the human perspective that we've been seeing through Animosity. So, there's also a little tagline. It's telling more about when Animosity, the story with Jesse and Xander, is going to be coming back. So look out for that. It's an amazing read so far. I've been enjoying the hell out of Animosity. Marguerite Bennett can write the hell out of a book. Just an amazing author, amazing team behind this book. Aftershock Comics knocking it out of the park. Another great book from them. So give me a like if you like this video. Comment below and tell me whether or not you're reading Animosity and if you're enjoying it as much as we are. Subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of my older videos I have up for offer here on Cat Run Figures. I did review all of the issues of Animosity so far, so check those out if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.